goodness, Fluttershy! Is this the list of what you do every day? How do you find time for anything else?
Between here and teaching at the school, I'm not sure I do. You're gonna love it here, little gecko. What is it? Not fluffy enough? Oh, sorry. We need to see if your food is causing your issue. Huh? Not now, Angel. They're snake treats made to look like chocolate chip cookies. They're vegan. Pinkie Pie made a whole jar of them. They're all yours if you promise. No more trying to eat Muriel the baby elephant. No, Angel. I have too much to do.
Oh, careful, girl. That neck is still pretty sore.
Don't forget to shift your weight, Scout.
What does she want?
Her neck is feeling better, but a massage every day for the next week wouldn't hurt. I'll add it to my list.
Fluttershy, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This place would be a zoo without you.
Angel! Listen to you for once. Just what exactly is that supposed to mean? Come back! I meant tell me, not... Oh.
Well, whatever it is, you're the only one he can tell about it. Little fella just wants you all to himself.
Unfortunately, that's not an option.
Oh, he's not causing any real trouble. Other than that, possibly. For that, I'll just stop talking.
I'll take care of it. I hope this is important, Angel. I barely made a dent in my to-do list for today. Concentrated carrot extract? That's for reviving energy-sapped herbivores. Are you feeling run down? You just like the taste? Oh, Angel, that extract is in short supply. What's gotten into you? Every day this week you've been causing trouble when I have work to do. Of course I know you can't talk to anybody else, but that's not my fault. I have responsibilities. You're right. We can't go on like this. I guess we do need to see Zecora for help.
No need to sit and silently stew. Tell each other what's bothering you.
He's so impatient, even when he knows I have work to do. Well, that's not true. We talk all the time. Of course talking at the sanctuary counts. That's where I am when I don't have a class to teach. What do you mean that's the problem? You feel like I'm the only pony you can talk to and all I do is ignore you. Well, I feel like you don't care about my responsibilities.
Don't understand. For as long as we've known each other, Spike has never turned down an opportunity to join me here. It's his favorite place. Ideally, you catch the gems, dear. And for a trip to the post office, of all places. Maybe you should move closer. And why would Spike need to go to the post office at all? He sends mail by breathing. Breathing, darling. Breath mail. Honestly, Applejack, if you're going to fill in, you could make an attempt to hold the basket the way Spike would.
And how's that?
Well, for one thing, Spike knows how to keep things quiet so as not to waken the bats. And he usually pulls me closely so no gem ever touches the ground.
Rarity, Spike's been following you closely since he got to Ponyville. And in case you hadn't noticed, I ain't Spike!
Actually, Applejack, I have noticed.
Hi, Rarity. What's up?
Besides, my mane? Well, that is a question for Spike.
Oh, well, Spike isn't here. I think he's at the post office.
Again? What is it with Spike and the post office?
Rarity, what's going on?
Spike declined my invitation to the gem cave, and I intend to find out why.
That doesn't sound like Spike. Did you two have some sort of fight?
A fight? Goodness, Twilight, what in equestrian would we fight about?
I've had arguments with friends before, and they can put a real strain on friendships.
Well, certainly. But I think I'd remember if we had an argument.
Maybe you didn't realize it? Do you think you could have done something that unintentionally hurt his feelings?
What if I didn't realize what I did? How would I know what I have done when I did it? I wonder if that's it. It certainly would explain his behavior. I must apologize!
For what?
Oh, that's hardly the point. Poor Spikey Wikey! This calls for a grand gesture!
Okay, good talk.
Wow! That's a big crate of stuff you're mailing. I'm not mailing it.
Then why are you pushing it into the post office?
Oh, I didn't realize Griffins worked at the Ponyville post office.
Oh, no, I don't work here exactly. I'm the official mail carrier of Griffinstone. Gabby Griffin. Nice to meet ya!
Yes, well, these things aren't for sending. They're for apologizing to Spike.
Oh, Spike was just here. He went to go make us a...
That's perfect. It'll give me a chance to practice. You stand there and tell me if I hit the right apologetic notes.
What are you apologizing for?
Darling, I don't see why that matters. And that is why I simply cannot bear the thought of having hurt you. And even though I don't know what it is that I did, I want you to know that it doesn't matter. Because I am prepared to do anything to make it right. And scene. Oh, sorry, dear.
I said that sure sounds genuine. But Twilight's never really done anything alone. She always has her friends.
But that just gave me an idea. Thanks, Trixie. You can give good advice when you don't mean to.
Thanks. Are we still doing lunch?
Getting royal place settings just right is a lot harder than it looks.
Okay. I know how busy you are, but I wanted to talk to you about running the school because, honestly, I was a bit worried about taking it over all on my own. But I just realized you never did it alone.
Having a friend help out is pretty great.
Exactly. So, what do you think about me hiring a vice head mare to help run things?
I trust you to run the school any way you want. And if that means hiring a vice head mare, I think it's a great idea.
Really?
Like you said, I've always had ponies around to help. And don't worry, you can always call on me to...
Twilight, Rarity says you were supposed to be at the boutique 5 minutes ago for your second fitting for the coronation gown.
Ugh, how many fittings are there gonna be?
A lot?
Anyway, good luck finding your vice head mare. I know you'll pick the right pony for the job.
Wow. I heard the whole thing, and all I can say is, I am humbled.
Why?
I hadn't ever considered it, but hearing you say it out loud made me realize what a great and powerful vice head mare I'll be. Plus, we get to work and socialize at the same time.
Well, sure, that would be fun, but I can't just give you the job.
Oh, no, of course not. I imagine there's a lengthy process to go through before you inevitably hire the best pony for the position. Wink.
Exactly. I'll probably interview several ponies.
Of course, several. Wink.
Why do you keep saying wink?
I'm not saying wink. Wink.
I I'm glad you all decided to be part of the search for the School of Friendship's Vice Headmare.
Honestly, if you're looking for some pony to fundraise, I can bring in enough bits to have several buildings named after me.
Well, that's not the primary responsibility of the Vice Headmare, but any pony is welcome to apply. I think the selection process I've come up with is pretty special.
Albeit unnecessary. Wink!
Since you all have to prove you have what it takes to be Vice Headmare, I've designed the interview in 3 stages. Each stage will test a different skill the Vice Headmare needs. Only those who do well will move through the stages until finally the best candidate rises to the top. So, without further ado, it's time for stage 1, substituting for the teachers.
Well. Once the students get a sample of my great and powerful instruction, they might not want to go back to the regular faculty.
Wow, that seam is so straight. You really learned how to sew from mending apple sacks on the farm?
Yep.
Obviously, loyalty is the foundation of friendship and trust. But nothing gets more loyalty than a big stack of bits. This book on business will teach you all how to earn your own. Chapter 1, Equity.
Yearling is signing all her books at the bookstore today. We can warn her about what's going on.
Don't you think you should read Martingale's book first, just to hear both sides of the story?
Why? The only true thing in that pack of lies is that Daring Do is real.
There's also a lot of insight into Dr. Caballeron's life choices. Did you know he's actually a history professor and amateur bird watcher?
Are you serious right now? A random writer trashes our friend and exposes her secret, and you want to talk about birds?
Also spider cruelty.
What?
You have to admit, Daring Do wrecks a lot of spider webs in her adventures.
In order to save precious artifacts from the bad guy, who you seem to have forgotten is Dr. Caballeron. Are you sure you read the same series I did? Well, at least AK Yearling's true fans know Martingale's book is bogus.
I'm not sure those are all fans.
Why didn't your book say Daring Do is real? This changes everything.
And why do you only write about her good side? Is she bribing you?
On page 531, it says Daring Do kicks puppies.
She does?
What? No! Look, are any of you here for my actual book signing?
No.
Frankly, I don't even know how you could call it fiction if it's all real. You're as much of a fake as Daring Do.
I guess we're a little late to warn you about the new book, huh?
I always feared that someday every pony would learn Daring Do was real.
But why? Aren't you proud of your adventures?
Of course, but I'm not in it for the fame. The stories just seem too good to keep to myself. I wish I knew who this Martingale author was, and why he's determined to ruin my character. And me!
Maybe we can ask him.
No way! He's doing a signing across the street?
You'd better go without me. I can't risk the chance Martingale might recognize me as Daring Do.
Oops, sorry. Excuse us.
That's not Martingale. It's Dr. Caballeron in disguise. Now it all makes sense. Daring Do's arch nemesis created a fake author self so he can write books that make him sound like a hero. Who does that?
AK Yearling?
This is totally different. Well. Up to your old tricks again, huh? Just like in Somnambula, spreading lies to make Daring Do look bad.
Would you sign our book?
I am just a simple author, telling it like it is. Who should I make it out to?
Fluttershy with 2 T's.
We know who you really are. And unless you want us to tell all of them, you'd better answer some questions.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. But please, take a free copy of my book on your way out.
We aren't gonna let you get away with this, Caballero.
Get away with what? I'm merely telling my side of the story.
You mean lying?
You think everything in A.K. Yearling's books are true? Daring Do in the Quetzal's Crest, she states that the fangthorn flowers are red. In fact, they are blue.
It's true. They are.
That sounds like more of an editor's mistake.
Still, if that is wrong, is it not possible that other bigger things are too? Take a look. It's in my book.
But I don't have to take your word for it. Come on, Fluttershy! Sorry, but I just heard from Spitfire that a whole bunch of storm clouds got loose from the Cloud Factory, and she needs every Wonderbolt to help bust them.
Aw, come on, Rainbow Dash. They won't miss one pony, and we really want to go to the fair. Apparently, we're too young to go alone.
Well, duh. Young ponies like you could get lost and never find your way back. But I still can't go. Being a Wonderbolt isn't just about showing off. It's also a responsibility. You'll understand when you get older. I'm sure you'll find somebody else to take you. I wish I could, Sugar Cube, but Big Mac's not feeling well today.
Aw, but Big Mac's old enough to take care of himself, and we'd all have so much fun together.
Sometimes taking care of some pony is more important than having fun. Speaking of which, don't you even think about trying to go without a grown pony there to take care of you. You could end up in hot water, or worse.
We know. The fair could be over before we find some pony to take us. But then we thought of you, since the fair will be full of all sorts of animals and creatures.
I'm sorry, but Twilight has an important magical research project, and she's asked for my help.
I guess that means Twilight's busy too.
I'm afraid I am. Star Swirl sent me this enchanted flower and it isn't doing well. If I figure out its magical properties, maybe we can save it.
So that's a no on going with us to the fair? We've already asked Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity, and none of them can come. And every pony made it clear we're too young to go on our own.
Oh, definitely. You could take the wrong train, or miss your stop.
Or get lost in a strange town and end up in a dangerous situation with no pony to help you.
We know.
I know it's hard, but sometimes you just can't do what you want.
I'm pretty sure if you wanted to go to the fair, you could.
Sure, grown-ups can do a lot of things that foals can't. But there's plenty we can't do either. Like right now, I can't find a single reference to this flower.
None of the birds or insects I've talked to have heard of it either.
I wonder if there's anything in Shadetail Evergreen's Tome of Flora and Fauna.
That book's pretty out of date, but it might be worth a try.
I think there's a copy in the library filed under discontinued but still potentially useful ancient texts. Unless I put it under Hokum with a slight chance of practical applications.
I guess this flower is the most interesting thing we're gonna see today. Unless you count watching Twilight struggle to remember how she organizes her books. I bet every pony in Equestria is in Appaloosa right now. Every pony but us. I wish we didn't have to wait to grow up. I wish it would happen all at once. Then we know everything we need to get to the fair and back with no problem. I just wish we were as old as our sisters. Then no pony could tell us what to do, and we'd be able to take care of ourselves. Hey, Sweetie Belle, why's your face all lit up? Do you know what this means? We can go to the fair!
From the sugar cube corner, look for your next clue. Red, delicious, sweet like you. Find it, you'll know what to do. He should stick to bucking apples.
Sugar Bell's gonna love it! I'll get the food. How long will it take you to place all the apples? Are you sure you put them in the right spots?
Those terrible riddles on the apples were very clear on the location. I'm sure that they were placed properly. I think, maybe. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay, fine. I'll double check.
She didn't see the apple. What are we gonna do?
Well, we could just give it to her.
That's not romantic. She needs to discover it.
Don't be such a drama dragon. I've precipitated liquid cocoa on Equestria and herded long-limbed Leporidae. I can certainly make a pony see an apple.
Hey, Mrs. Cake. I need to pick up a few things.
Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to wait. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Oh, is this sour cream or sweet cream?
Oh, it's kind of important. Maybe I could take some of these off your hooves?
No! Those are for something important, too.
All of them? There's 1, 2, 3, 4...
21! And yes, all of them.
Who needs 21 desserts?
I can't tell you. It's a secret. Come by later.
Later won't work.
Why not?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Put the vanilla in there.
Ugh! Is some pony else make these?
No. Why?
No reason.
Thank you. These are perfect.
You know, if she's too busy to read the horribly written clues, maybe you should just tell her. Listen up. Each of you has a job to do. Take a look at your stems. Well, tell me about it. But regardless, go to your designated location, deliver your messages, and make me proud. Dismissed! I just have to say, Big Mac is really lucky to have me as a friend.
Okay. 1 down, 20 to go. Then I can help you.
Maybe I can help you. Delivering parchments is my thing. A little dragon breath and whoosh. We deliver each scroll into each dessert. Then you can help me. Watch. Ta-da!
Hurry, there's no need to sneak. The next apple is at the boutique. At Twilight's castle, take a right. The next apple sits in plain sight.
What in the blazes is going on?
Oh, way ahead of you, Grogar.
Well, you had it all this time? Why didn't you tell me?
We're villains, duh.
That was unexpected.
Wait, Discord was Grogar? Like the whole time. Should we follow him?
Without magic, he's no threat. Besides, we have plans. Doesn't she look so adorably regal up there?
Our little Twilight, all grown up. Should we tell her that we've cleared out our royal suite so she and Spike can move in?
Oh, maybe wait until after the coronation. Twilight doesn't need anything else to worry about today.
So, you freaking out yet?
About what?
Oh, I don't know. It's not every day the princesses that have ruled Equestria for hundreds of moons retire and pass all their responsibilities on to you and your friends.
Oh, that. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good. We've all faced so much and come out okay. I know we're up to the challenge of keeping Equestria safe and happy. There's nothing we can't handle together. Which reminds me...
Royal advisor? What's that?
A new position I created for you. You've been at my side for every step of this journey. Knowing I had you to count on gave me the strength I needed to grow and succeed. I wouldn't be here without you.
Thanks, Twilight. You know I'll always be your right hoof dragon.
I was hoping you'd say that, because now that my crown's been fitted, we have some royal errands to run.
And you sure this is where Pinkie told us to get the blackberries for her special coronation dessert?
Maybe they keep their produce in the back?
Nope, this is all we got. But I got a special on these taters.
No thank you. We'll keep looking.
Ooh, Twilight, darling, you're just in time. Only one more pre-coronation stop. We're picking up the final touch for your après hors d'oeuvre gown.
Is that before or after the royal marshmallow eating contest gown?
What? I haven't made one of those! You mustn't tell me when they add these sorts of things.
It's okay, Rarity. I was just joking.
Joking? Day of her coronation? You've come a long way, Twilight.
Well, that's odd. They look open.
What do you want?
Oh, well, this being a thread shop, I thought I might buy some.
Put the bits in the mail slot.
What was that about?
You know designers don't like being interrupted when they're on a creative roll. Oh, with thread this exquisite, can you blame them?
Weather for the coronation is sunny skies.
It was weird, though. Not many Pegasi wanted to help me clear the clouds. They were kinda on edge.
They're not the only ones.
It's the first shift in royal power in over a millennium. Of course every pony is a little jumpy. Change does that.
But I'm sure it's not because they're worried about you. And now for your complete destruction! Won't that be fun?
Patience, Cozy. Destruction is so permanent. We need to show the rest of Equestria that we've broken their heroes first. Besides, we should have fun with our guests.
No! We should hunt down Twilight Sparkle. As long as she's out there, she's dangerous.
Is that big, strong Minotaur that scared of one little pony? Relax. It's not like her friends are going anywhere. The fools brought the remains of my throne to Canterlot to protect themselves. Those shards block their magic. Careful, too close and the shards cancel even our powers. But on this side of the cavern, we're the most powerful beings in Equestria! Thanks to Grogard's bell. Isn't that right, Grogard?
What are you doing? You saw what happened when you tried to take Discord's chaos magic.
Yeah, but there's Alicorn Princess magic in there now, too. I could be so much more powerful if I just could have...
What do you mean, you could be?
Hello? I'm the best one out of all of us. Nobody sees me.
What are you talking about?
The best at what?
This is really bad.
We gotta find Twilight. She's probably already figured out some way to defeat those monsters. Any idea how we get out of here to do that? Too sticky. There's no way any pony could get through this.
I'm so sorry. It made so much sense in my head. Twilight defeats her worst enemies and is filled with confidence. I truly did have the best intentions. I swear I'll make it up to you.
That's gonna need to be a pretty epic makeup.
Stay away from the bell, you pest! None of us can use the Alicorn's magic until we figure out how to handle that fool's ridiculous chaos magic.
I could always tell you how. It would give you power over all reality, but you'd have to ask nicely and spare my friends.
No, Discord! This isn't the way to help!
Discord, could you please?
Threats are more my speed. Speak!
He's lying. He won't tell us.
I certainly won't tell you after the way you lied to me last time we teamed up, you muscle-bound cretin.
This cretin could destroy you before you blink, so choose your words carefully.
You're right. Cretin is too polite. How about pathetic centaur, who uses magic to compensate for the fact that deep down, he's afraid he'll never be enough to please dear old dad, King Vorak?
You missed!
Did he, though?
Get her!
Get Twilight! No way. She's always needed you guys.
Find Twilight. We may not have our magic, but we aren't completely helpless. We'll hold them off as long as we can.
That was a pretty epic makeup.
Just save Equestria and keep Fluttershy safe!
You're not still worried about ruling Equestria, are you?
No, I know it took some time, but I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Just because I'm ready to sit on the throne in Canterlot doesn't mean I'm ready to leave Ponyville. When we were all fighting to save Equestria from T-Rex, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow, I was too busy to think about it. But now it's all happening at once.
What is?
The coronation, moving, leaving our friends.
I thought we'd all be ruling Equestria together.
Of course we will, but it won't be the same. They all have lives here. We're moving away and they're not, and I can't help but feel like we're leaving them behind. What if we all just drift apart?
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. Maybe you should talk to them. I bet they're feeling the same way.
You're right, Spike. Thanks. Sometimes talking to a good friend is all it takes. So, you're not worried about how things might change with me living in Canterlot?
Of course not. Change is natural, like the seasons. That's just life on the farm.
I guess so.
Anywho, I really need to get all these boxes packed and sorted. There's a lot more work now that the folks beyond Equestria are coming to the coronation, too.
Worried? No way! Unless you're talking about the coronation, because then, yes. Obviously the cakes are handled, but there's the whole rest of the party to stay on top of. Honestly, I'm not convinced Gummy really took care of the fireworks.
But what about after the coronation? Don't you think things are gonna be different?
Well, since I'll be in charge of all the Canterlot Gallows from now on, I'll have to go there a lot more. So I guess that's different, but I don't think I mind.
No, of course not.
Wonderful work, everyone. We couldn't be more ready. Josephine, if you and the rest of the doves leave now, we should all arrive in Canterlot at the same time. Eloise and Hubert, you should go too. I know it's a long way, but don't worry. I'll bring plenty of snacks to restore your energy before we perform. Everyone else gets to ride, since the trip's too much for your little wings. We need everyone in tip-top shape for the coronation. I'm glad we got the chance for one last rehearsal. Everyone's so excited. But I can't imagine any ponies more excited than you. Moving to Canterlot, being crowned, I can't think of a single bad thing about any of it.
Yeah, me neither.
In 3, 2, 1, and...
Look, Rainbow Dash, I know this is important to you, and we all want the routine to be special, but are you sure it needs to be this complicated?
Of course! And I know we can pull it off! Sorry, Twilight. I don't have time to talk. We've got a lot more work to do before the coronation.
Darling, change is an integral part of fashion. I myself am considering opening boutiques for non-ponies. Things must evolve, or they become stale. For example, I was just struck with a sudden inspiration to change my design for your gown by including the webs of these star spiders. They glow for a short while after they're spun. They won't have much time to weave the sash, but the effect will be dazzling. You see, darling, change can be fabulous if you embrace it.
Starlight is supposed to come over soon. There's a little something we wanted to give you before we leave. You know what? I think you're right, Twilight. I should take my comics to Canterlot. We can't leave the Power Ponies behind.
I don't think the Power Ponies care, Spike. Just like all of our friends.